you sort out what is important and what is not, what needs to be done now and what does not. Every time I got to go into this one for you guys, I'm sorry, I will not show you what is on the road ahead, but I will thoroughly equip you for the journey. Living my presence is your companion each step of the way. Stay in continual communication with me, whispering my name whenever you need to redirect your thoughts. Thus, you can walk through this day with your focus on me. By abiding present can be found in Exodus 33:14, John 15:4-7, also Hebrews 3-1, Isaiah 26:3, and 2 Corinthians 4-18. Thank you. I love you guys. Thanks for
God bless.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my prayer warrior.
God bless you.
Thank you, Lord. I'm moving now, sweetie.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, we started off with prayers. We're going to end it with prayers, and it's just awesome. Our guest is Miss Bob. Miss Bob is out of New Iberia, Louisiana, where we are from. And Miss Bob, you're running for councilwoman. And Brother Jay, I don't want to interrupt you, but I'm going to go ahead and tell us a little something about yourself. I mean, I've been knowing you for years, particularly with your organization and everything, and you have helped out a lot of people.
Yes, I have.
And again, when I know things started from the loss of your son. Again, that pain is always there. My pain with my grandson, my son, all of that still stays with you. And I just thank God that you have the ability, you and your husband, your family, to continue to
and give God the glory this morning.
Yes.
He's been so good. But my name is Rosalind Bob, and I'm from New Iberia. I'm presently in a runoff for City Council, District 2, number 25 in New Iberia. I have done so much for the community through the years. I've had a nonprofit 10 years this year, and for grief. I've worked with a lot of people with grief one-on-one. I have another business, one-on-one grief services, which I run from my home. But in March of this year, my grandson perished in a fire. I had, praying for my strength and praying for everybody else's strength. And, with the murders continuing, it's just been rough. But God have stood with me and with all of us.
Yes.
And I thank him. And I just thank God he gave me the opportunity to be in this runoff, and because at first it wasn't looking too good, and I was losing. And guess what? Somebody told me, "Oh, you lost." I said, "No, I haven't lost," until God said I lost.
Yes.
And right afterward, the scores started picking up, and I ended up with 7 ahead of my opponent. And I just want to thank the West End area, New Iberia. I need y'all again, December 7th. All the polls the last 8 years now. We've been without. So it's time to move forward. I understand a lot of people are stuck.
Yes.
Yes. They're used to the same thing without change. Sometimes we scared to step out on faith. And I was just thinking earlier, about 3 to 4 weeks ago, I went to the Western Park. HUD was there that day for housing. And I got out there, and they had the line was from the front of the building to the tennis court, okay? And I got out there, and I looked, and I said, "You mean we have that many people on the West End and in New Iberia without housing?"
Without housing.
I couldn't understand that. So my spirit told me to pray for these people.
Yes, ma'am.
So I got up on the chair in front of the building, and I just stood up.
Yes.
And I went into prayer with him, and I explained to him that God was able. And I prayed that everybody out there that day got some kind of housing, either that day or soon. And the other day, a lady contacted me. She said, Miss Roz, you came out there and you prayed for us.
Yeah.
She said, just about everybody. I don't know how true it is. But she said a lot of people did get housing that day. And I thank God for that, you know, because we still have people that's living on Anderson in those apartments that's walking every morning in front of my house that didn't sleep in there. So I'm like, and those people should have been there.
Sister Khadija, I don't want to interrupt y'all, let y'all flow. I want to add that people who are texting me now, y'all could go to www.AOC website, AOC Community Media. Google it. It could come right up. Also, download the app. Take the opportunity to download the app, and you'll take AOC, both channels of AOC, which is on Cox Cable in New Iberia, or LUS, or in Lafayette in the five parish area of Cox, in Lafayette City on LUS. Take them everywhere. Don't miss out on these wonderful programs here on AOC. Take advantage, because we don't know how things are going to change. Take advantage and support community-based media. I want to just say that.
Now, yes, and I wanted also to mention that about 30 years ago, I went to the parish council in Iberia Parish, and I asked them that I think it would be a good program if we would have AOC station right here in New Iberia for things that's going on. Ed Bowie, Ed told me, he said, I will set them up, we will teach the class, we will do this. And guess how much it would have cost?
How much?
Zero.
Yes.
Zero.
And that's what we want to identify with you, Ms. Bob.
Zero. Let me finish, G. Zero.
She's at it again.
Zero. And I couldn't understand, for Helen be damned, why would you not take on this program? But you know why they didn't take it on? It's because it was coming from an intelligent black woman, and they didn't want to have any type of like real dealings. I didn't give a care about them whatsoever. However, it was my children. It was our kids. Let them understand what white balances is. Let them come. You want to be a rapper, a clean rapper? You got to know how to set your cameras. You got to know what color bars is. You got to go ahead and set the microphone. You got to just be able to do a multitude of things. And they said no. And within a year, they started videoing the meeting. I Lord have mercy.
Yeah, well, myself, I'm praying that a lot of we were supposed to get so many things that we didn't get. And with this election, if they could put me in, y'all vote me in, I'm telling you. Because y'all been left out for some years now.
And the thing we want to have, Ms. Bob, is new and innovative ideas while there is funding. Because we don't know what this new administration coming in, but there was a lot of money left on the table under this last administration to do some things for people who needed affordable housing. And I for one, I'm from New Iberia. I grew up in that area, in Borderline and other districts. And the two districts are the most underfunded, underappreciated districts in the city of New Iberia. So how can one person, such as yourself, if elected, can do things to make about a change in New Iberia?
My first very concern, and I'm going to be honest, is the killings. I can't sit here.
Right, crime.
The crime, and being that I've had to deal with it firsthand, but I thank God it done kind of slacked up some, because every time a person is murdered in New Iberia, I feel like that's me again.
And it's personally touched you.
Yes, and that's why I struggle for the rest of your life. But my main thing, 3 things, is the elderly, the crime, the elderly. Our elderly people been in their homes since 2017 when they killed Althea Augustine mom in her house.
Oh yes, indeed.
That's a long time, man.
Beautiful soul.
Yeah.
Yes,
So they had already been in their house before crime.
How old she was at that?
I think she was like 80 something.
Wow.
She's Miss Althea Augustine is a wonderful member of my nonprofit. She and a lot of other beautiful ladies, they have stood with me and
Thank
we've stood
God.
with each other, yes. But it's just so much. You know, these people can't sit on their porch. I ride around, I'm looking, I don't even see the elderly.
Mm-hmm.
They're too afraid to come out.
Yes, ma'am.
You know? It's not fair.
And then when you think about it, you say you about like either redirecting the monies and everything. But first of all, the money is supposed to be coming in your district, and everybody's supposed to be able to share that money. It's
Correct.
It's pathetic. They took the pool, and for what reason did y'all take the pool? You know, and gonna come and put up a little BS splash. Jim, what's that called?
Splash pad.
Come on, Sister
A little,
Khadijah.
one of them little
She had to make me say
I
it.
call it a little splash pad.
Lordy, Miss Claudia. That
Lily pad, like
a lily
salt.
pad.
And you know what? Excuse me, but
No,
to be real, you know, even though the park that Miss Reed was able to get downtown, you know, even though the location, you know, they're gonna have to be careful with it.
Yes,
Still, she was able to get something for her community.
Yes.
You know, we've been left out. They didn't took our pool. They didn't took everything from us. Now, but I'm glad to know that the park, the school in the West End, you know, they have plans for that. And I'm so happy for that, for our elderly and computer classes that should be coming. So it's going to take a while. You know, it's been so long. So don't expect me, if God bless me with the job, don't expect me to do everything in one day.
No.
I've been hearing a lot of concerns, and everyone one of the main concerns about the bathrooms in the West End Park.
Oh, you see, I was
They're
getting on
locked.
that.
Don't start. Please.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Did I hit a...
Oh, yes, indeed. Caller, you have you're on Community Matters with Sister Bob and Brother G. You have a question or comment? You're on.
Just Paul from Lake Charles, that's all.
Okay,
Hey, what's
Mr.
happening,
Paul.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
Paul.
morning.
Morning. Your question
I
or
can say, look, no, I ain't got no question.
Yes, sir. That's it?
It's all I don't know what the topic is.
Okay, all right, well-
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, that's fine. We're going to finish rolling. Just listen in. Thank you so much for calling.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul from Lake Charles. He's
Yeah,
he's
that's
a
Paul
regular
from-
caller.
Yeah, that's Paul. I knew I recognized his voice. Yeah, that's Paul from Lake Charles. Then the killing part. Okay, and Jay, I've asked you, Brother Jay, I've asked you to go and record things in New Iberia, so you could see on one side of the town, they're enjoying all of these beautiful plantation homes. It's immaculate and everything. And when you go to the other side of the town, it's like a little war zone. But yet, they don't want you to say, oh, well, yeah, we got the white side and we got the black side. Well, what?
All that food and milk at the courthouse.
Okay.
That was during COVID. And I gave 21,000 gallons of milk away in 7 weeks. And I had 2 18-wheelers of fruits and vegetables. And we fed the whole community. I was blessed through a pastor and his wife in Crowley. And one lady locally in New Iberia told me and a pastor to let me do it. Because my side of the track where I'm at had more poverty than from where she lived. You know. And which it was the truth. So guess what? I took advantage of it. And I ran with it.
Yes, ma'am.
And I fed people. I had churches in Baldwin, Franklin, come and get milk for their community. I have really helped a lot of people. And I continue to help. Win, lose, or draw. It's in my heart.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Why do
sure.
you think there's not so much of a push in a district of underserved, and I hate to say it like that because it might offend some people who
And
stay in
so what if they
that underserved district of the district you running for. I mean, I don't know if there's some rightful criticism of it, Ms. Bob. You stay in that area. There are some good situations in your district.
Yes, and
there's some in the district where I come from.
That's right.
But-
and you know what?
the majority,
Mhm.
if one would come from out of town and look at the area, you would think it would have evolved differently, right?
Yes, yes, I agree. Certainly.
Mhm.
I've been there for years.
Mhm.
I grew up from 2 years old when I moved from.
And you are a responsible homeowner because
Yes,
I
I
know
am.
my father worked on the
Yeah,
family home.
your dad, the one put
Yeah.
all the cabinets in my family
Yeah.
home. Yeah, and your brothers. I was a little girl when he did that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's just that it's time for us, y'all. It's time for the West End. It's time
Yes.
for a change.
Yes.
If we stay stuck, it's not good. It's always we have to learn how to step out on faith. And let's get some things done.
And have somebody who
Yeah, and
really
you know
know
what?
the district.
Yeah, and you know what the thing is, I was told,
Mhm.
and I can't say it's the truth. I'm only saying what I was told that they didn't want me
What?
Oh,
on the camp, or they didn't want me
you,
to be a city council
well,
Why?
you
because
it was the truth.
I'm outspoken
Yes,
and I'm real,
yes.
and there's a lot of fake people. Hey,
And you
I'm
would
just-
divvy up the money right.
Hey, oh yeah, I'm gonna make sure whatever go, and that's why they don't want me.
Yes,
You
that's
see,
right. That's
because
right.
they know I'm real.
That's right.
And anything that's been going on, I don't know. I can't say because I wasn't there. But for my district, for District 2, Rosalind Bob gonna do what she have to do. And I'm gonna fight to the end. And y'all already know that. I've worked in foster care, Department of Children and Family Services for over 10 years. I've helped a lot of people. I retired from them. I helped a lot of young women. A lady came the other day. She said, a young lady, she said, Miss Rosalind, people say what they want about you. She said, one thing, when the state took my child, you was right there. She said, and I helped so many of them.
Yes, ma'am.
And
I
the
know
ones
that.
who I didn't help is because they didn't want help.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
see?
You did what
And
you
still
could do.
today, I'm going to help either way it go. I'm here. I love my people.
Yes.
They talk about me going in the projects. I never had a problem. I love to go back there. I get out of my car and talk with them young men and shake their hand. One told me the other day, I saw your car coming around the curve, Miss Ross.
And that's
They
another
know
question.
me, and I love
That's
it.
another
And
question.
they love me, and I love them.
The federal housing projects, we call them the projects, we call them Dodge City.
Mhm.
What is the overall plan for it?
They done mismanaged
Well,
so
I
much
can't,
money.
I'm not
Limited-
positive,
Mhm.
and I can't say for sure.
Right.
But I was told, and I'm not going to say by who,
Mhm, you don't have
that we do have the funds
Right.
to get it fixed. And guess what? I pray that could happen. So that's one of the first things.
I'm
If
surprised.
we got the funds, hey,
I'm surprised the feds hadn't reached out because that's
Okay.
their part of their property.
Yeah, you're
What
right.
is going on with the feds not really taking charge
Oh,
ever since the storm?
it's-
Both of the housing, they should have anybody. And you know, if you're a city councilman, you would say, feds, look at what's happening. We had hurricane, we had storms. Why is both of these facilities are in rundown condition? And you would ask the people
Man.
who are responsible,
Man.
who sits on these boards,
Man.
on these housing boards, they should be more responsible to
And-
say this is wrong.
No,
yeah, and you know what, excuse me, the thing is, if we have the money, I don't know, I think it took, from what I understand, and this was only, I was
Yeah.
told this, I don't know, you
Yeah.
know, that it took 8 years. I
Right.
was told.
Right.
So from the time,
Okay.
and that's the
Why
truth,
take so
because
long?
I don't know, but I was told it took 8 years.
It's
And this is
lights
the
out.
8th year now.
It's
And from
lights
what
out.
I understand, they have the funds for it.
What?
So guess what? Let's
Yeah.
get busy.
help me out here. I'm not understanding this. If you want to live in a nice home
Mhm.
with your white picket fence, I may want to live in a nice home, and I may like my black picket fence.
Mhm.
You know, I would want the same thing for you that I want for myself. So the mayors, what is really wrong? I mean, you take monies on one. We're gonna go ahead and pay for a blue dog park. Who gives a damn about a blue dog
Well, that's
park?
art, Sister Khadija. That's
No.
art.
It's art, all right.
Yeah,
but then I
the Rosa Parks is better. That's outside.
Thank
They right
you.
in the Rosa Parks building, and it's beautiful
Yes.
in here. Thank God.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, indeed, and that's what all I'm saying is that we
Yeah.
love Iberia Parish, it's time that the representatives start, just representatives start doing the right thing and not what somebody told them they're gonna do. They're gonna give them this under the table and everything.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
I was offered
That's
something.
why they gotta elect people
Listen,
who want
I
to do
was-
something.
And that's the bottom line. And guess what? You could keep your money because guess what? I don't need it.
Yes.
I'm real.
Yes.
And I mean that. And if it's something not right, I'm going to address it. And that's why a lot of people don't like me. But they told me they don't want me up there on the council because they want somebody who they could tell what to do and they do it. And that person like to jump already. So I could see.
I seen that doing in Sugartown. I'm afraid to say when these a national media company comes in and does an expose on your city and proves a lot of the facts, all that is factual, and you get angry and defend and come out like you mad because they did that documentary and you don't want to even look at the facts. That tells me something about a lot of you guys should not even been on that city council.
You're right.
Y'all scared, stay off the council.
That's right, and you are correct. You know, a lot of them just about a check. You understand? And that's what a lot of people. That's what the problem is.
Right.
Me, I can't miss nothing I ain't never had. All right.
Yes.
So guess what? And God is my provider. I don't care how it looks.
We want to ask about flooding in that West End because that's a major problem.
It's bad.
Historically, it's been always
for
been
years
a problem.
and years and years. I don't know what's the purpose of some things, but you know, and but I'm sure it's time for a change, and that's what I'm trying to tell the people. You know, and I'm real about this. If you things like I'm in office and I sit down, I listen to them, I hear what their concerns are, and you know, like a lot of people complain about the mayor. You know, I don't have a problem with him because he's never done. It's some other things, you know, that I'm not involved with. You know, and I don't care about that. He's been nice to me, and as long as we could get along and get some things done, I'm good. Any other thing, I don't even want to hear about it. Right. The mayor have been good to me. You understand? He didn't help me a lot. And with Life Grief Nonprofit Ministry. You understand? So I can't sit here and talk about him to nobody. You understand? But I'm just saying I could see where some things that need to be done. And all I want as y'all top runoff candidate in District 2, number 25. If y'all vote me in, I promise y'all won't disappoint you. And most of y'all already know. Mr. Hey, now they calling me Andy. Y'all NTT. Everybody on the book calling me Andy and TT. Because they know I love everybody. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't care what color, creed, race, that doesn't matter.
And besides the swimming pools in the area, what you think is what would be a program to help institute for the young people to do you know, extra like basketball, football, and in other words, more access to recreation facilities besides the West End, because I think we have a bigger population in a sense. I don't know. You know the demographics of the district. Yes,
I do, and it's a big zone. You know, I didn't realize it this first round. I had missed some spots, and then talking to people every day, and they'd be like, "Miss Raj, you didn't come in my neighborhood to campaign." You understand? And I'm like, "Baby, where you live?" And they tell me like, okay, wow. And I didn't look at the map. And you know the saddest thing for me the other day? I was on Jordan Street. And I had never been on Jordan Street before. And that's where we had an innocent young man murdered at. And I'm friends with his mama. Just put my hand and prayed over the site. And I thank God for her being as strong as she is. Because today we in a world where you got to fight back. Because if you don't, they gonna, just like they was doing me before I opened my mouth, they were stepping in my neck. But once you put your foot down and show them where you stand, now everybody love TT.
And when it comes to stuff like that, murder and stuff, I
have
think,
to be real.
And we had Pastor Hogan on talking about the thing is this. I think it's law enforcement can't stop murders; they can investigate and prosecute. What it is, Sister Khadijah, and we say that, is the issue of people taking care of their own. It's family stuff. It's culture. It's a culture of stuff like that. But if
The police, I've seen some things happen that shouldn't have happened, and it happened to me. I don't want to mention it, but I do know it was some things that wasn't right. I've had an internal investigation going. Y'all must have been doing that.
Oh, yes, indeed.
So guess
yes,
what?
indeed.
Y'all been doing some things that haven't been right. So I want to get to the bottom of this. Because when I get in, it's not going to be all of that. They've been throwing bricks, hiding their hand. I went over there to file a complaint. The girl laughing at me.
really,
What?
Yeah, she like, I'm a clown. No, you the clown.
do any one of them have?
They don't take
an
things
idea,
serious
Sister
enough.
Khadijah? Let me just say this: do any of them have an idea what happened a couple of years ago when there was not no New Iberia City Police? There's still a legacy, and at the least, what went on in Iberia Parish under Athol and others. New Iberia should have still been under a federal consent decree. Do they have any idea what happened in the past with law enforcement? Do they care?
A lot of them is not concerned.
Oh, yes.
And it's our children and our grandchildren and great-grandchildren time. And we're not here forever. So they better, these young people, I just look at them. And I hate to say, but a lot of them is messed up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My own is messed up. And I'm not afraid to say. If I could talk about other people, I could talk about mine and whoever else. Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just being real.
Yes, that's
they think
true.
being pretty is everything. You can't make it being pretty.
No, you need your nails done. You need your toenails done. You have Brazilian hair on, and you asking for some milk. Oh, something is wrong with that picture.
And most of the time, some of them get way more food stamp than anybody,
Oh, Lord.
So, but that's the tradition, that's the culture, that's them, and it's totally different. And a lot of stuff not right. A lot of people carrying guns. They got women carrying guns now.
Yes,
they got. There was a little issue on Facebook been going on, and that's what I said. Instead of tapping my phone. And taking pictures of me walking in a one stop, they need to be investigating them other things that's going on.
That's
you
right.
understand?
That's been
because
going
we got
on.
murderers still walking around.
Right.
It's
I don't solve cases. The Iberia City Police, you got to be transparent. Tell us the crime statistic of how many exact murders. Stop hiding the just for whatever.
And you're right.
They've been hiding that
a long time. And guess what? For a long time, I could keep up with it. Or I would write the name down. Right. You know what my spirit said? Maybe later on I could do a building where we could put bricks with all their names on it.
Yes.
For all the New Iberia people that didn't lost loved ones. Because we still have a lot of murderers running around there. They doing what they want to do, and it's not right.
It's definitely.
And it's just not right. And it's not fair. Because the family's gone with a broken heart the rest of their lives.
Right.
You understand? And a lot of them walking right around New Iberia. So instead of stopping people for a speeding ticket, go catch some of these murderers.
Yeah, go catch some of these
Don't
murderers.
you think, Sister Khadijah?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. they need to, they're getting paid. They could go and sit down for hours in these hidden
On Hopkins Street and everywhere.
So say...
And you know what I was thinking also? Why we don't never have nothing on Main Street? Let's give a parade on Main Street for us.
That is a good idea. Security on Main Street.
Well,
we don't have to pay for
that's
that.
That's what I'm saying. Why we have to always be on Hopkins Street?
Let's
and I'm
do
glad
that.
to be on Hopkins because it's a main highway. But the main highway needs to be fixed because as you're going down, you're hitting holes and bumps. They go to 90.
That's right.
That's not fair.
That's right. But that's a good idea.
Yeah, maybe we could get on Main Street and have a good time.
Maybe. Our tax-paying money demand that we could get
free
on.
security.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. They're going to be too glad to be
Let's
there.
work on that. Let's work on that.
Yes.
And maybe we could have calls and you write your name and we register you. Oh, look, we're not looking for no trouble. We're going to work on this. And
since they seem to want to give events every weekend on Main Street,
and we can't have nothing. Let me tell you, God knows in heaven. I talked to the mayor about this, and I was very upset. I was there Saturday and Sunday for Sugarcane Festival, and they treated us like shit. I'm not lying. I was there. I'm sorry, excuse my expression, but y'all know.
Y'all know media loves that. I guess
y'all know TT is real. Annie is real. And guess a state trooper from here on Lafayette, but on a motorcycle. And what they didn't realize, they was picking on those boys, and everybody I waved at that was passing, them boys had guns in their car, most of them. So they better be careful who they playing with. They got them state troopers out of Lafayette to come, and they had one big fat one with another big square bunch, Bob. Yeah, and picking on them boys and told them the music.
And they always do.
And they were picking on our people. I saw it 2 days in a row, and that hurted my feelings. That's not right. No, y'all didn't have y'all fun on Main Street. Here we is on Hopkins Street trying to just music. They had my little boys sell lemonade, and stuff, and it was just nice, but why we couldn't have fun? It's time for us to enjoy. So we're going to see about doing a parade or something on Main Street.
Oh, yeah, we definitely going to do that.
With free security.
Yeah, oh, yes, indeed. And you don't have to worry about nothing because they make sure that it's clean, because it's always clean. Now, you mentioned something about, I'm always talking about the little toilets that they have in the West. When I go to the park, you gotta have half of your body off the seat, and the other. You can't even close the door.
That's a shame.
But I was so disappointed.
That's not right.
I was so disappointed in Heather. Because at one time, Heather was for the right thing.
That's right, but now.
At one time, she was for the right thing. But today, she walk around like she's little Miss Liddy go get it.
The other day, she forgot she grew up right by my house. And you got to be careful because you don't know who you're going to need. I remember I was having an event, and I'll tell anybody, me.
Oh, yeah, the truth.
And look, the truth is the light.
Yes.
And I was told anything I needed to kind of have none. So I went above her, and I called Miss Sandra at the mayor's office because she told me if anything I needed to call her.
Okay.
So I let Miss Sandra know at the mayor's office that Heather told me they didn't have a mic, and that was for our big anniversary at the Slyman. How you want me to have that big thing with? And I asked y'all. So guess what? I had to call to City Hall to get something done. And people forget where they come from. And just remember, you might be in there today, but tomorrow ain't promising. What you do, I promise you, it used to take a long, long time. That for years. Rosalind, it used to take forever. But nowadays, people get their licks sometime the same day. And God knows in heaven, people better be careful because God is not playing.
That's right.
And that's the bottom line.
And so,
go ahead.
Come on, y'all love me, huh?
I have the handle. So for those of us who are handicapped, they don't even have the handle. So now
they better not go with that.
They sure better not.
Ooh,
it doesn't make any sense. Y'all have monies that y'all got paid to remodel, to do this and that. And y'all, where do y'all put the money? And even though this is for the blacks, we're gonna go ahead and put it where we want.
I noticed several people were saying a couple of weeks ago about the air conditioner was broke inside, and I was out there just walking around conditioner systems. So it looked like when people have events there, because I think it had been out a little while, I'm not sure. But I just want to explain to y'all, when things not right, it's always somebody over somebody. A lot of people don't like me, and guess what? It don't matter.
I don't believe that.
Yes, several people done told me that, but let me tell you that. Let me tell you something. That doesn't matter. Because most of the people that's talking about me and saying, they told me they was somewhere the other day, and my name came up about something what I used to do. Don't worry about Rosalind, because if you look in your own closet, I promise you, you're going to see some skeletons, huh, Sister Deidre? They better ask somebody.
The unique thing about our people, we have to understand, Ms. Bob, and I'm pretty sure you and Khadijah would. And don't care about that, and talk about somebody on a local level who's trying to help the community. We really some sick people.
Yes, and you know what? And another thing. Now, y'all didn't respond it's gonna cost you now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah,
Huh, bro, Jay?
somebody
Come
gonna
on.
be cut off.
Oh yeah, because
Y'all
they're
won't be
talking
able to-
about no state taxes already.
Right.
Mhm.
The governor.
They want to, you know what they want to tax? Something like this, a Zoom call. People are disconnect from that. They're already disconnected from cable TV and so forth. And they want to tax other stuff to make people ignorant, technology. But that Louisiana has basically is broke because they give away all the big money. They give a lot of money to the oil companies. They give a lot of money to the casinos, meaning they give them tax incentive, meaning they give them a free pass.
Sad.
So people, y'all better get ready.
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
about to bite a big old bullet.
Oh yeah, and it's unfortunate. You know what? The thing that hurt me the most, and I'm sure y'all could identify with it. How y'all gonna elect him with all them felons? And you know what hurt me when I go to certain areas? Hurt me. You understand? Y'all didn't have this against these young men for years and years and years. You understand? Nah, y'all didn't elected somebody who got 34.
Yeah.
He's not convicted yet.
Instituting some Nazi type moves now.
And
He's
then,
actually
y'all better be
Nazis
ready.
And a lot of times,
in his administration.
a lot of times, organizations that's out there, you have Consuela, you have Marge, you have these organizations that tell you if you a convicted felon, you've been off of papers for 2 years, you have the right to vote. But you see, their probation officer
Talk to so many people. Oh no, I'm not even on probation. I said, well, if you're not on probation, I'm gonna come on. Let's get you online and let's get you registered
That's
to vote.
right. That's right.
You know, and a lot of people don't when you don't know.
When you don't know.
When you don't know, you know, it hurts you. So that's why, like when the registration was open for the first round, I took so many people to the courthouse. One girl said that was her husband's first time ever voting.
Oh.
You know, and thank God he was able to vote in his presidential election, you know.
Yes.
And that's people that's in my district, you know. Realize what y'all done for y'all children and y'all grandchildren. But look, let me tell you, when those food stamps get cut out, and I know that helped a lot. Because but look, that's what I'm saying. Every time I go to the store, that's $50 on the spot. And I might just have one pack of meat.
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
Yeah, that's what
And it's going to get worse than
real.
that. So y'all better go into prayer. Because y'all chose this, you know?
Yes, indeed. And brother Jay, and I'm going to talk it into existence. Our next councilwoman, Miss Bob, you're talking into existence. The good Lord, just keep on working and working and working.
Yes, God.
Iberia Parish is because we love our
That's
city.
right. That's
we don't
right.
want to be labeled as one of the racist place to live, the poorest place to
and
live,
always left out.
always left out on the black side of the town and stuff like that.
That's enough.
You take now. I don't dispute the fact at all that the mayor he's so nice to you and everything, and he do all that, and he should be. And he should be. I have a problem when you forget. Well, he forgets you on that. Even getting tax breaks with your own company. That's a serious problem. You take, for instance, we have Robert E. Green Post, 533 in New Iberia.
At the park.
At the park. You remember where the park was? I mean, where the park is? Okay, well, they destroyed that. They destroyed that facility, and they $600,000 to rebuild the Robert E. Green Post 533 right next to the park. If you go to that building, you look at that building, and you're like saying, I know damn well they didn't cost that amount of money to build that building. That's like a little old box. But what's worse than that is the president, Larry Richard, the president. It was worse. You want to give the veterans who fought for where you are. You want to give them a key to come in and a key to come out. You want them to pay to use it. That's not right.
To see that when our town was struggling and we didn't have during COVID. Y'all know we went without
Yes.
something.
Yes.
And that's where the I'm not being, black or white, but that's when our young black people talents really came out.
Right.
Because those children, I wouldn't have thought a lot of them had that much talent.
Yes.
Our young folks could do some, and they've had the chance and they proved themselves. That's like the thing with Westgate. They want me to get involved with that. I'm not getting involved with that because when I went through it with Westgate, guess what? I went through it by myself. Okay? So don't call me about it. I don't care about it. It's y'all turn now because I've been told y'all what goes around
comes around.
Okay, so now it's happening. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, I want to relate as it relates to some more issue with population and people who living in the city of New Iberia. We know that the sugar mill in south of New Iberia, north of New Iberia, employs a lot of migrants, a lot of immigrants. And now you see, they say they're going to round up these immigrants and migrants. And there's a lot of people who work in that sugar, but they're not going, they say that some of these people might be legal. But the thing is, when they start building them detention centers in a lot of these cities around here, when they can't really fill them out with the migrants, who you think they're going to put in those things? They're going to put these young black males. That's what that's the ultimate goal is to put these black males, young black males.
And you know
I'm just
what?
letting you guys know
and
that.
you are correct because they don't want them to have a chance.
Yes.
Look, let me just share this with y'all. On Tuesday of last week, I went to the job fair
Okay.
for the solar panel place.
Yes.
Right.
And they announced they were going to hire 700 people. And they hired like 100 and something for the first phase. And that's the place a little past Westgate, to the right. Y'all, they going to have 700 jobs. Maybe a good 100 people showed up. But guess what? Everybody who showed up, they guaranteed them a job. Y'all got to stop being so lazy. You can't make it on the streets forever. You understand? Because either you're going down or you're going to die.
And there's not enough to go around.
Don't forgive me, but let me not say that because I don't even want to go there.
Yes, and I was contacted by a grandparent, and she told me, she said, they expelled my grandson they expelled him out of school, and she said, I just can't imagine they expelled him out of school. I said, well, what did they charge him with? Well, he took it, he just like pointed his finger and kept saying, pow. Okay, pow. So I said, okay, so how in power? I said, what else do they have on him? He took his belt off. He did. He didn't want. They told him to go sit down, and he didn't want to sit down. That's one of the biggest problems.
They want to put him out.
Yep, y'all put him out,
and you hurt them worse
than anything. But they know what they're doing. When you put so many other people to so-called teach your children, they don't understand it. They see us and they see them as a complete threat. This is a baby. Yeah. This is a child.
And you know what? That's another thing. That's what the thing at what school it was. Come on, y'all. Where them children had them gummies. Come on, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Very middle.
I'd rather not mention her name.
Oh no.
She called me and she cried and she said, Miss Ross, if you would have saw my child, couldn't keep her eyes open. Couldn't close them because she thought she was going to die. The little girl had one little wrapper. The kid gave it to her. Yeah. So instead of throwing it on the floor, she took it and put it in her book sack. So they found the wrapper of the gummy and they suspended this little girl. Instead of suspending and making sure the one who gave it to him was out, you heard a lot of kids that did. Thank God none of them died.
Yes, thank God.
I talked to the mom. Had to rush that little girl to the hospital and stayed in the hospital a good little while. And they think it's a game, but it's not a game. Because it might have not was your child this time or your grandchild, but you better be mindful, y'all.
Yes,
it's time to stand up, New Iberia.
Yes,
it's time to stand up. We older now, like I said. We have grandchildren. We have great grandchildren. It's not about us anymore. It's about our children.
Yes, that's what it is.
My husband, He's been a welder for over 30 years. He Taylor Bob Jr.
Yes.
He built his own shop.
Yeah.
And when he got ready to build it, I told him, I said, man, you can't do that. He said, I don't know why. You should see that big shop he built in my backyard. So guess what? Oh yeah, he's just getting it in order. Them young men, and they, like they say, I be by the one stop. They got pictures of me walking in of the people, and I don't care who don't like it, and I let them know.
Continue. We got 3 minutes.
Okay,
you can wind it
let me
down.
just finish. And I just like to let them know. I just like to let she say that fast. I love y'all. When y'all want me again, just let me know.
We real.
I love y'all, and that's what I like. You know, because nowadays people are fake.
Yes.
And you know, once upon a time,
Donald Trump say fake.
Yeah, they are fake. And look, you used to say, "Oh, pray for me." Girl, you got to be careful who you ask to, because they pray on you. They got some demons out there, and I've never been in politics. This is my first time, but like they say, it's dirty, but to do for my community. So let me go down with this, because I may be able to get my job on this radio. Look, y'all, check this out. So look, I need y'all to vote number 25, Rosalind Bob, in this rerun, District 2, and y'all go ahead and vote for me. I need y'all. Y'all came out the first time, and I ended up 7 points ahead. And you know what 7 mean, huh?
Yes, indeed.
Completion.
That's
so this
right.
is gonna be the last round, and y'all be ready, okay? And even love y'all. And guess what? Even if I don't win, I'ma still help y'all because I love people. Thank you all. Please vote number 25, Rosalind Bob. I want to talk on the radio, but now I'm live. Yeah, I like this. Come on, y'all. I need y'all. Vote number 25, Rosalind Bob, New Iberia District 2 City Council. Y'all get out and vote. This election is very important. Even though it's just a few of us, me and my opponents, y'all need to come out. Love y'all. And if there's anything Ms. Roz or Nanny or TT could do for y'all, let me know. I may not have a lot of money, but I got a big heart.
That's right.
Love y'all.
And even though politics is one of the most filthiest field to be in, we need people, godly people, to be in there to let them know, hey, you don't scare me worth a lick.
To beat a city council because they know I'm not going to sit back and let things go.
Oh yeah, we want to thank Brother Wallace with Community Matters for letting us have this spectacular opportunity.
And the prayer warrior.
And the prayer warrior. And again, you're looking at your next councilwoman in
receive it.
Our district.
She's gonna get us a new toilet.
I'm excited. Oh, I'm gonna have y'all toilets. Y'all gonna have new swings. Y'all might have a monkey ranch too up there. I'm gonna see, can I get some little animals?
Yeah, if they could give us a Blue Dog Park.
Oh yeah, we ought to be able to get something. Maybe we could get a Rosa Parks like y'all have out here.
Yes, indeed.
So she had to ride to the end of the bus and to the back. But guess what? We tired running to the back of the bus. We coming out in front. We gonna drive the bus now.
Yes. All right.
Love y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all for everything, New Iberia. Stay strong. I need y'all, sisters and brothers. Love y'all forever.
Okay,